Hey guys, this is Wolfie, and this is a Decidio Final Fantasy Opera Omnia global video for the 8th of September 2019. This will be the 9th of September 2019, if and only if you're in the UK, near the UK, or east of the UK. Now we got quite a bit to go over today, and it's about a new character via the main story. I'm going to be talking about everything related to that. My personal plan of action with the associated banner. And I'm going to end this video with my plan of action, as well as after that my plan of action, as well as the impact of the timing of this, with some stuff that's coming up later on this month. So we're just going to get straight into the news about the new story. But before we get into that whole thing, sort of thing, however you want to call it, we're going to get into the story gem sale. So we have yet another gem sale. So it's all about the real life money for those of you who are pay to play like myself. So just good. Take a quick look here. This is the seasonal chest here. Gold, platinum, mithril, animate. You don't really have anything of value from these, in my personal opinion, outside the higher guard and higher power orbs. So there's nothing really of value, in my personal opinion, from buying these. So, and even the most expensive one has 4 power, so I'm like, I'm going to be skipping these because there's nothing of value for me by buying any of these. I mean, and that's for now. I may buy something along the lines in the future, but we don't know yet. So, but for right now, if I were I would probably skip these because, again, there's no real value in them. With that out of the way, we're going to get into the 101 characters campaign. So some of this stuff is going to be coming tomorrow on the 9th of September for those of us in the US. But anyway, so we have here the 101 characters campaign. So let's celebrate Paine, the 101st character to join the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia cast. This is the global sign, not JP. So the contest here says 101 characters milestone reward, cycle quest rewards ×2, and co-op first meet rewards reset. So from the 9th of September at 8 a.m. UTC, that's UK time zone, until the 23rd of September 2019 at 7:59 UTC. Says here, thank you for participating in the 101 characters Twitter quiz campaign. As all 8 questions were correctly answered, you'll receive the following one-time milestone rewards alongside your usual login rewards. This says here we have 1,000 gems, 100 stamina points potions, 100 high shards in each color, and 100 high crystals in each color. So the high shards are tier 4, high crystals tier 5. So it says here, be sure to log in during this period and claim these rewards from your gift box within 90 days. I'll have my opinion on the whole Twitter Opera Omnia campaign at the very end, alongside my opinion on the other stuff that's going to be talked about in this video. Cycle quest rewards ×2. This is the 8th of September at 8 a.m. UTC until the 23rd of September at 7:59 UTC. Cycle quest rewards are doubled for a limited time. Don't miss your chance to quickly earn crystals, gil, and experience for your characters. Always a good thing. And I do want to point out that when I was playing this a little bit earlier today, I noticed that the part 6, it was reset. I'm not so sure if that was intentional. I'm not complaining. I'm just curious. That sort of thing. Now, the beautiful part about this here says co-op first meet rewards reset. Co-op first meet rewards have been reset. You'll receive 200 gems for every new player you encounter in co-op quest, up to 20 times for a total of 4,000 gems. I like when they do this. This is perhaps one of my most favorite things about this game, is this particular reset. So anyway, we're going to get into Act 2, Chapter 4, For Someone's Sake. This is going to be the main emphasis of, the information part of this video. So it says here, Act 2, Chapter 4, For Someone's Sake is now permanently available from the world map. You got to clear Act 1, Chapter 1, Primus Island. Must be cleared in normal mode in order to access Act 2. Ally is it supposed to be ally with Paine by progressing through Act 2, Chapter 4. You can also get one copy of her 5-star weapon, Paine's Sword. This is the 15 CP weapon from the event missions tab after clearing Act 1, Chapter 1. Paine's pieces of 5-star unique armor are now available in the armor token shop, and her 5-star weapons are now available from the power token exchange. I call this as the weapon tokens because power tokens just flat out confusing in my personal opinion. A special set of A Feast for Darkened Wings quest with limited time event missions, as well as a World of Illusions treasure hunt featuring Furion, Paine, and Waka are available until the 23rd of September at 1:59 UTC. Here's a list of the event contents, all that stuff here. So this is Paine from Final Fantasy X-2. Says here, a fellow sphere hunter who accompanies Yuna in the Gullah Wings after the summoner had concluded her previous journey. Reticent when it comes to talking about herself, she does not take kindly to people poking into her past, but does care for her comrades. So we're going to go into her command abilities really quickly. We got here the break attack. This is a 2-hit melee brave attack. It lets status break on target for 3 turns. Grants 1 level of dress sphere for two self for 6 turns. Limit 5 levels. The level 55 crystal passive extension. This becomes a 3-hit melee brave attack. Moderately increased cumulative brave damage. Deals extra brave damage to targets when afflicted with status break. Some bravery may exceed max up to 120%. Increased duration of status break from 3 turns to 5. It triggers additional HP attack after use. Brave attack because brave attack plus while dress sphere is active. This is a 2-hit melee brave attack. And it's a moderately increased cumulative brave damage. So that's ability number 1. You have here Black Sky. This is a base use count of 5, and before I go on with that, Break Attack is a base use count of 7. So there's gonna be passives where it's additional uses, and additional uses are always good. So it says here on Black Sky, the base form, it's a 6-hit ranged brave attack and single target HP attack. Think about Fang with this one, folks. Brave attacks distributed based on number of enemies. Grants 1 level of dress sphere to self for 6 turns. Limit 5 stacks. So we're going to get into the level 60 crystal passive extension because 9-hit group range brave attack and single target HP attack. Tremendously increased cumulative brave damage. Deals extra brave damage to targets afflicted with status break. Stolen bravery may exceed max up to 150%. And this is the dress sphere, all that stuff, status break, depending on the levels, all that stuff. So status break, the unique description here is it lowers initial brave, max brave, attack, defense, and speed. Dress sphere, this is the buff, raises stats based on level of dress sphere. Level 1 is max bravery. Level 2 is speed. Defense is level 3. Initial brave is level 4. Attack level 5. And this is the Paine's Sword, the 50 CP weapon. This says here. So here's the thing: if you have this passive on her, she gets 2 levels of dress sphere instead of 1. And we're gonna get into the A Feast for Darkened Wings. These are these angel-looking guys. Ugh, they look disgusting. But that's just my opinion. So it says here there are 4 quests in this set. We have the Feast for Darkened Wings, the intermediate, the single or co-op. The expert is co-op only. EX is solo only. Cosmos is solo only. So the Cosmos difficulty will challenge you even more than your typical EX quest to bring your strongest party to the fight. We're going to get into the information about Astaroth. For those of you who have played Final Fantasy II, like I have, and Final Fantasy II is like Fury and Maria, Leonhardt, those type of characters. That's where they very much come from. So in Expert Co-op, EX, and Cosmos, you're going to face 2 of these. So intermediate, you see 1. Astaroth will use the Magic Bravery counterattack, counter Light of Sanctions to counter Magic Brave attacks, and inflict debuff Curse, which halves max bravery and initial brave. Bring characters who can unleash who can unleash melee or range to attacks to avoid this. If you have Leno, all set up ready to go by that. 1535 EX and even better for 90 CP armor. She's excellent because she has that immunity debuff immunity kind of set up in the +4. After its HP increases to a certain level, Astaroth will begin using the magic HP attack drain after inflicting break on your party members, so try not to let Astaroth inflict a break on you. So this is something to keep in mind. So we're going to go into the token exchange here, A Feast for Darkened Wings. From this event onwards, the token exchange has been adjusted to include high crystal for featured characters whose level cap has been raised to 70. Adjusted rewards are highlighted in yellow. Each time you clear A Feast for Darkened Wings co-op quest, you'll obtain silver tokens and gold tokens, which can be exchanged for the following. And this is for the proper tokens for the proper gear, so to speak. So we have here, and again, this, if you remember from Porum's character event, it's going to be something like this going forward. But it's like, depends on if it's main story co-op or if it's character event co-op. So keep that in mind. So for stuff like this, and this is for Paine, we have here 5. Yeah, so it's no longer your standard operating procedures for token exchanges. So we have here for a grand total of 35 high blue crystals, 2 weapon tokens, 300 gems, 10 draw tickets, 5 chocobo tail feathers, 600 Dissidia points, 6 stamina points potions, 10 of the armor tokens, and then we have here the high shards in each color. That's 100 of them all in each color, so it's grand total is 600. So the priorities here, it depends on like how much tomes of treasure you have, because that will be a tremendous help. And how quickly you can get stuff. So, I mean, I would probably go after certain resources to where you go on the banners first. But it really depends on your playing style, so it is what it is. But I would definitely go after anything that has a limited number first, then go after the unlimited afterwards. Then the available Idoga artifacts, these are unlimited, Fury and Paine, Awaka. Then you have here the limited time missions. From this event onwards, event missions have been adjusted to include, this is the tier 5 stuff, so what we have here, the co-ops, you have the clear and completes, so you have the things in the tier 4s and tier 5s in blue. And then you have the solo-only quest, so it's like, pretty much it's things in blue. Like the tier 4s and tier 5 crystals. So you have here the scores for A Feast for Darkened Wings. You have 50, so it's all that stuff. Then you have the Cosmos difficulty. And then like Porum's event, you see this. 15 gold tokens and 30 gold tokens, so it's like the tier 4, tier 5 in the featured unit's color. So let's say, for example, this is Setzer and not Paine. For example, let's pretend. So, and Setzer is black. So, instead of this being blue, you see here, it's going to be in black. So, keep that in mind. And then World of Illusions, Treasure Hunt. This is easy 350 gems. So, I would just go here just for the gems. Don't even just sell any idle family artifacts. That's just my personal opinion. Then you have here the second HG armor in Bloomstone. So, my personal plan of action, this is what I plan to do. I may change it up here and there. So what I plan on doing first is like, get into the main story, go after Paine. Once I get done with that, I will stop doing the main story for a while. Just get her crystal strength to 61. So I can get her as close to 70 as I can. Then once I get her to at least 61, 70, then I'm going to start doing the treasure hunt in World of Illusions. Go after her stuff in Ultimate Ifrit, Ultimate Shiva. And I know I have goodies waiting with Waka in Shiva, so get my resources somewhat ready. do whatever I can in the realm of the co-op, so that way, I can get all the goodies I can, and probably, if I'm able to, go after her banner last. And the reason why I kind of say it like this, because there's certain things coming up later on this week and even next week, and it's all about, trying to plan ahead. Knowing certain things are coming up, and then you have to plan your resources accordingly. So what are my thoughts about all this? So I'm going to bring in the second wave of 70/70 Awakenings, because it's kind of important to know that you have to think about planning ahead. And Paine is one of those characters where you have to plan ahead. And the reason why I say that is that when it comes to banners, you have her banner going on now. Then you have, later on this week, Noctis, his last chapter, and his banner. There's a lot of hype between these two in their own right. With that being said, when it comes to the second wave of the 70/70 Awakenings, Faris from Final Fantasy V gets her 70/70 Awakening. So you have to really think about, with the Blue Crystal family, do you really want to get Paine up to 70/70 right away? Or do you want to get to Paine to at least Crystal Strength 61, but save your resources for Faris? Because Faris is one of those characters, it's like, she does not get her EX weapon until a Lost Chapter shows up. And some people are going to be thinking, do I really want Paine at 70/70 right away? Or do I want to get her to 61, work on Faris, and then go back to Paine if I have other resources remaining? And the thing is with Noctis, again, the whole thing with Paine and Noctis, it's kind of the same deal with Noctis, but I'm going to explain that when I get to his last chapter in a little bit more detail, because it's like this person versus that person, and that person's associated with something that's relevant and important. And for me, it's like I try to, plan ahead, get my resources ahead of time. So that way I don't freak out when a character I like comes along. And the thing is, the reason why I do plan on going after Paine's gear, although not right away, because Mets Play has an excellent video on his YouTube channel, whereas the Leon Hart Lost Chapter, it was a team of Paine, Sarah, and Fran. And for some reason, like the max bravery he had, and I'm still in awe and how I was able to do it, is that it was at 3. But the max bravery was at 0. The enemy could not touch the team. And that's what some of us in the community on the global end are trying to recreate. Because I was looking at the video, I'm like, wow, I'm going to see if I can try to create that. And you know what? I mean, and the thing is, with Paine being a factor here, I'm like, it's something I really want to try my hand at, And for me, when it comes to, if you want to skip Paine, skip Paine. You have your reasons. I just don't like saying, hey, you should pull for this or pull for that, because someone's circumstances is different than my own. And that's okay. Some people are newer to the game, and that's okay. Some people don't like Paine, and that's okay. Some people are big-time Noctis fans, and that's okay. But for me, my personal plan here is that, get as many resources as I'm able to, and then go after it if I'm able to. I may pull a little bit ahead of what I'm thinking of, but it depends on circumstances. Things do change. And I really do wish the best of luck for everybody who's pulling for Paine or Noctis or whoever. I hope the RNG gods bless you ever so wonderfully. And that's where I'm going to end this video. With Wolvie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.